Hey there, it's Paula Rollins from paularollins.com. And as seems to be per usual, this is my second Monday. And last Monday it was a really tough start, had a lot of glitches. And today seems to be kind of the same thing. If you live in the Grand Valley area on the Western Slope, you know why that is. We have an ice day. And they just called school. It's almost 11 o'clock here, and they just called school now. Um, my daughter leaves at about 7:45, and I sent her off driving. I super salted the driveway, and this is kind of trembling. I should probably get this set down pretty soon. So I'll tell you the story in a minute, but it's really icing out. I was going to talk about movement today, and we did move. My walking partner and I walked this morning, and we walked in 23 degrees, and it was raining pretty hard. In 23 degrees Fahrenheit, we took umbrellas, and I left mine outside just kind of for fun, and I'm going to show you. We'll turn around and get out here and take a look at the umbrella a second. So yeah, and I still have my Christmas tree up too. I know, hanging out of Christmas. So you can hear it probably. We have a slopey driveway, and the slope makes it really challenging in days like today where you can see the ice is built up, and I have already salted twice. And it's already been driven on a couple times this morning, very carefully and very slidey. So this is my golf umbrella, and I've had it out since we walked, and it's kind of interesting. You can see what we're dealing with for driving and walking today. And yes, we actually did walk in this, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a habit. And you know, unless it gets really, really bad out, and I kind of say this on a regular basis, I'm not walking if it's precipitation, wet precipitation, and say in the 40s. Because that's cold. It's, you know, you get this deep, deep chill, and the only way you can recover is to take a hot shower afterward. And it's just, I don't know, it's not as healthy as I feel like it can be. It can wait. And I didn't say that I didn't walk in the wet in the 20 degrees apparently. So my buddy showed up at 6:30, and she had her umbrella, so I thought, okay, we're going. We were out for a half hour, and it was pretty slippery, but we did it anyway. And so if nothing else happens today, we've succeeded in getting some movement in today, even if we sit the rest of the day. And that's one of the things that I wanted to bring up today. Today is a health kind of an oriented day. And what I wanted to talk about was how we move. In the winter especially, that's an issue. We tend to kind of hole up and hibernate like bears, and we're not really meant to hibernate like bears. Our bodies don't love that so much. They really love a little more movement than that. So if you have a habit built up, that's fantastic. That's what we do with the walking. I've been walking for years and years, probably close to 30 years for some sort of a fast walking. Today wasn't so particularly fast, and that's okay. So, hey, come on, welcome on. We have the movement planned into the day, and my Mondays I actually plan for the start of the week. I plan a little more movement than normal, just to start the day or to start the week with a routine that sets a tone for the week. So setting the tone for me on a Monday includes a walk, and just a half-hour walk, even if it's 20 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes, it's better than nothing. So I have a walk in the morning, and then I do some meditation, which is not movement. That's sort of mind movement. It's not physical movement though. And then I move into some work, and then close to noon, I head over to do a yoga class as a group because that's a little bit easier for me to stick to it. I do not do well at yoga by myself, alone. I don't hold the positions long enough to make it super beneficial for me. I need the discipline of a group. And that's true for a lot of people, and that's not a bad thing. There's a lot of socialization aspect of that too, but there's that external commitment that you're making, that external accountability that holds you to something you might not otherwise do. The same with having a partner for doing any kind of physical activity. So the idea is really to get some kind of movement built into your day and your week so that your body stays happy, so your metabolism stays moving even in the winter, especially when we're more tempted to eat heavier foods, more filling foods that generally have more calories. And we do that naturally to the instinct. We don't have a lot of instincts, but that instinctual need to keep warm in the wintertime drives us to eat a little bit more. We don't move a little bit more, generally we move a little bit less. So this is a time to be pretty intentional about that until you get a routine down that just happens. That on the cellular level is something that it's part of your beingness to get up every hour for 5 minutes and move around. Go do something different, a change of pace so that your body kicks back into gear again. And just make a point of that so that you stay energized, that your blood continues to move throughout the day. Without that body movement, our metabolism drops for sure. This is a big thing. Everybody complains about, oh, my metabolism is slowing down as I get older. Well, also, part of the reason our metabolism slows down when we get older is we don't move as much as we did when we were kids or teenagers. Look at kids around you. They can be exhausting to be around. They are so busy, and we are not that busy. Our busyness is more mind busyness. And again, that's not a judgment. It's not a bad thing. It's a fact that we don't move as much. And we can. If you don't move it, you lose it. We see that with people we know who are older than us, particularly our parents a lot of times. For me, I can tell you that I watched my parents decline physically because they just don't use those muscles. My mom was a landscaper for years, did a lot of physical activity. After she sold her business, she slowed down. She became almost bedridden because she didn't do anything besides sit in her bed and read magazines and watch TV after that. That was a choice. I'm suggesting that you can make other choices than that. My dad and my stepmom had some physical issues that slowed them down. They had surgeries, they had recoveries, and they weren't in the habit of exercising intentionally. They didn't have that self-discipline on the exercise standpoint of keeping their body moving. They declined more rapidly because it was such an effort to do. Starting anything when you get older is a little more challenging. So start now. Tomorrow you're older than you are today. So start now, start today with something that's going to benefit you for the rest of your life. Now, I'm not suggesting that you make it something super rigorous. My husband is a rigorous kind of workout guy. He loves climbing. He loves whitewater kayaking. I get a little freaked out under the water when my head's banging against rocks. I like something a little more sedate than that. He loves a lot of really hard physical activity, but he doesn't necessarily do it regularly. I'm talking about something that's regular, that's easy to do for you, that you enjoy, that is maybe kind of fun. For me, I'm a social exerciser, so that means if I'm going to really exercise, I'm going to have a buddy to go along with me. That gives me external accountability if it's crappy like it is out today. I would never have gone out this morning by myself to go walk in the dark, in the rain, in 23 degrees with an umbrella on black ice. My buddy showed up. Okay, we went. That's how it works. When you have somebody else who is counting on you, it's easy for you to step into it. So I'm suggesting find a buddy. Find something that you love. Find something that even if you don't love moving, find something that you at least enjoy. Start out with something that's comfortable. You don't have to do a fast walk at 11 miles per hour. I once walked that fast. It took me 3 days to recover. For me, even after walking for 30 odd years, fast walking for 30 odd years, I think my speed now is around 14 and a half miles per hour. Or 14, yeah, is that right? Yeah, 14 and a half minute mile. That's what I mean. So that's faster than average. It's not super fast, but it's comfortable. I can breathe, I can talk, and it's fun because I go with a buddy. So again, it doesn't have to be walking. Yoga, I'm looking for something more cardio. Some yoga is cardio, some yoga is not. So think about something that's going to get your blood moving, that's going to get your heart pumping a little bit harder. That helps your brain. My walking partner happens to have early onset Alzheimer's. She takes her walk in the morning with me. After her walk, her brain is working better. That's what it does for all of us. We may not notice it specifically the way that she does, but it certainly is important for all of us. If you can't walk, do something else, even if it's arm exercises in a chair, but make it something that's fun. Don't make it something that is, oh, I'm going to do a workout now. There's a mindset thing here. Doing a workout, for some people, they get geeky about it, and that's fun then because it's a challenge for them. For a lot of people, workout sounds like work, and that's not what we're going after. We're going after a lifestyle change that is something that you can embrace, that is something that's going to become part of just who you are. When people see you, they just know, oh, this person has a lot of energy because they do this all the time. They are a runner. They are a walker. They are a yoga practitioner. They are a Pilates person. They are a jogger. They are a swimmer. There are indoor things to do too. There are indoor tracks. There are weight rooms. There are all ways to get your heart pumping a little faster during the winter, even if you're in a wintry, cold environment, even if you're in Minnesota or North Dakota at minus 40 degrees. There are ways to get your blood moving and pumping. Hey, there's always shoveling too. And personally, I love shoveling. We don't have a lot of that here in the valley, and that's something that I loved in the winter back in Michigan. I got a chance to this week because we had a little snow. But not normally here. I have to do other things. But find something and be creative. If you need ideas, hit me up. Put a comment in here. Okay, I hate this. I've tried that. I don't like it. I live in this area. What ideas do you have for me? I'd be glad to field some ideas for you. So put in the comments below, what physical activity is it that you do? Who are you as far as your movement? So tell us about what it is that moves you to move. And if you're having motivation problems with moving, talk about that too, and play with the ideas that other people have. And so I'm not saying move it or lose it, but let's move it now so we don't lose it later. And with that, I hope you have a really wonderful week. I really hope the ice clears out soon here. There are a lot of people in ditches. We have miles of people stuck on the expressway right now because they're stuck behind crashes. I know one person whose car died while they're stuck on the highway, and it's still pretty cold out and very icy. I don't think it's even safe to get out of your car and try and walk down the side of the road. So I hope you have a safe week. I hope you have a healthy week. And if you have questions about the movement thing, put them in this post below and we'll move more into that, pun intended, and figure out what can work for you. This is something I do with clients all the time to try and find something that resonates with them. Everybody's unique, everybody's individual. There are different motivations. There are different things that give you enjoyment. There are different things that don't feel good, depending on what's happened with your body in the past and what it likes to do and what it doesn't like to do. We can work with that and come up with something great for you. So have a safe week, have a healthy week, and I will see you on Friday and we'll talk about some lifestyle stuff. So have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.